Greg Tepper of Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com. Here for Texas Football Today at the THSCA Coaching School and Convention in Houston, Texas, joined by the head coach of the Garland Lakeview Centennial Patriots, Coach Kendall Miller. Coach, I'm going to be entirely honest. A lot of me covering Garland Lakeview Centennial football in my career has been really bad.
Sure.
And yet, here you guys are, now one of the powers in Garland ISD, under your watch. How? That was a program I had left for dead. I was like, okay, Lakeview's just never going to be anything. You guys are now just a real powerhouse and a team people fear playing. I want to know, how does that happen, and how do you get kids to buy in on a situation that in a lot of respects was really woeful?
Well, first of all, thank you, and you know, I don't know about the power.
Thank you for telling you that your program was was bad.
No. I mean, thank you. That's a huge compliment. You know, I don't know if we're a power or anything in Garland yet, but you know, it took a minute, you know, for us to get it to get on the competitive scale, and you know, I've learned this as a coach. You have a few beliefs, things that you believe in, and you stick with it. And it may take a minute, but you stick with it. And you know, Garland, we have the whole dynamic of the choice of school.
Sure.
So you can have a kid across your street that goes to a school down the road, and when you have that situation, you're going to have kids that go to a place they're going to go what's hot, you know. So our deal was to try to get that changed and to have kids believing it's okay to come to Lakeview. So we really built a fence around the junior highs that fed to us, and we spent a lot of time there. We got with the parents, we got with the kids, and had to say it was a new message that we had now for Lakeview. It was a new regime, and I think we gained the belief and trust of the parents in our community. And I'd say if there's the biggest way we did it just by treating kids right and showing that, yeah, we're going to be hard on them. We love coaching them, but we love them up too. And you know, we're fortunate to get a few good players. They make us better coaches, and you know, we got in and had fun. So, you know, it's been a minute. The biggest thing is just what we had to do coaching-wise: hire a bunch of good coaches that have really bought into the philosophy. And hey, it's fun to go to work every day.
This is maybe a controversial question, but did you ever doubt? Was there ever a moment,
No.
like in that build, that because you mentioned it did take some time.
Sure.
But there was never a moment in there where you thought maybe this isn't going to work?
No, you know, our district changed right after I got there, and I mean, we went into the very first year, and my first season, and even folks that hired us said, hey, it's probably be a few years before you can compete with the Garlands or Rowlett, and the very first year we're tied with Garland in the fourth quarter, and we have 4 lead changes against Rowlett for the final playoff spot. So immediately we're in a spot now that we're competing for a playoff spot. Well, first 2 years, and then our district change, it got a lot tougher. We picked up Rockwall when they were at their height with the Chris Warren days, and Tyler Lee was very good. Those guys got added. And so we honestly kept rising as a program, but the competitiveness of our district kept increasing. So if you just measured it on a playoff appearance, yeah, you could say, well, we hadn't made the success, but we had gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
We threw a lot better teams in with us. So this year we went back to all of our Garland schools, so you really got to measure on the exact same standard. And, you know, we were fortunate to have a good year and have the best we've had in 28 years.
It was one of the stories of Texas high school football, I thought, last year. You guys it was so much fun to watch you guys to kind of progress and really break through, and you felt like it was coming, and it made us feel good. It was fun for us. So thank you for giving us that kind of enjoyment.
Well, I really feel, though, that our school is a special place. I mean, I really feel as though we have a very special dynamic in not just our athletic programs, but all of our programs are kind of intertwined. And we have an administration that really believes that. They understand how much the extra programs or the extracurricular programs, how much the school benefits from their success. And so we have so many good people that are locked into, that are in those positions. And within that, there comes a lot of pride, there comes a lot of trust in it. So, I mean, I really love the dynamic of our school, and it's really, really fun to get to see. I really felt like this past season, our school and our community deserved it because they really worked hard. We had a lot of kids lost the year before through the tornado. were displaced. We had an apartment complex completely destroyed that our kids went to. So, in a way, we're like, hey, our kids deserve this. They deserve something positive right now. And so it's really neat to see our school get to have that.
That's really cool. And last year was great. Now all you got to do is do it again.
That's right.
That's right. It's just easy. You just got to replace a guy like Cameron Field, Shimon Greenwood, something like that. Let's look ahead to 2017. There are, as I mentioned, there's some star power that is missing. You are losing Cameron Fields. You're losing Shimon Greenwood, who was so good. My good. I think I saw him as junior, and I was like, who is this kid?
Sure.
What are we thinking for the Patriots in 2017? I know there's some rebuilding to do, but
there is. We're going to be young. The benefit that we had last year was, Cameron, Shimon, they had all played 2 years of varsity football. So stepping onto the varsity stage in game one, you're ready to play.
For sure.
They've been battle tested. They've been in big games, so it was nothing to walk out the first game. Well, this year we'll be in the exact opposite situation. Offensively, our skilled guys, just about every one of them, they're going to be playing their first varsity football game come September 1st. So there's going to be some growth that comes along with that. But we have some talent. We're just going to be young. We'll have some sophomores that have to play. But when that happens, as long as we maintain the course and understand the end goal of where we're trying to get to, and we keep building week to week, we're going to be fine. I think as we get towards the end of the season in district play, we'll know where we need to be. We'll have some guys that have some experience down to their belt. And we had a really good ninth grade team last year, the first time in a long time a ninth grade team won district. And the district championship in Garland was between Lakeview and North Garland.
Boy, howdy.
Yeah, and so you're talking about going full circle, a complete turnaround. Those are the two places that were at the bottom. So, we're pretty excited about that. And if we can put another good ninth grade class in here this year, and I think that we'll have a chance to do that, now that's how we can build it if you're able to put two good classes back to back. So that's where we are.
Well, and we hear all the time from coaches that winning's contagious.
Sure.
Once you learn how to win, you just want to do it more. And that seems to be the kind of thing that has infected your program in a very good way.
Well, you hope your kids, once you break the wall down and you break the mold and you get into the postseason and win a playoff game, you hope that with your kids and coaches and your building, you now expect it. You know what I mean? You get to that point, okay, now we want to expect to be there. And that's kind of our motto coming in this year. Hey, expect good things. We know how to do it and what to get done. So the good thing about our young kids, they got to see the kids in front of them succeed and go compete. So we hope that infects them. And you always have to be a little bit lucky. We avoided the injury bug last year. And we had a special kid at quarterback without a doubt. He's tough to replace. He's, the interesting thing about Cameron, Matt asked me about him a minute ago.
Playing baseball at Texas, that's right.
Going to Texas to play baseball. And the great thing about that, he's doing exactly what he wants to do. The tough thing about it, someone is going to miss a true spokesperson for their school. Meaning the quarterback of a Division I program, I think, is more than just the kid that throws the football.
Sure.
He's somebody that is now the most recognizable figure of he's the biggest advertiser for your university. And he has that natural ability. I don't know if I'll ever have – I know that up to this point I've never coached a kid as talented as him that also has that same character, that same work ethic, and just the charisma that kid had along with his athletic ability. I mean, he was a total player and a total person. There wasn't a teacher, administrator that didn't absolutely love him. So he was a lot of fun to coach and a lot of fun to be around.
Yeah. Texas baseball maybe doesn't know how lucky they are. It's going to be fun.
No, they don't. But they're getting a great kid.
We've had a great conversation with Kendall Miller of Garland Lakeview Centennial, so let's ruin it with the question wheel. This is the wheel of questions, Coach.
Okay.
There's some good questions. There's some dumb questions. If you would give that thing a spin,
okay,
we can see what you're going to have to answer. It's Garland Lakeview Centennial Coach Kendall Miller is going to ask us. Fantastic. Chili. Does beans go? Do you put beans in chili?
No. We're in Texas. No beans in chili.
Okay, that's it. See, these are the important questions.
Chili and crackers, that's it.
Thank you. It's chili and crackers.
Yeah, no beans.
Yeah. I'll say this. I sprinkle a little cheese on top. Maybe a little sour cream. But that's just me. You can do that. But I think you're right. I think you're making it then soup.
Sure.
It's not soup. It's chili. It's different.
I have that argument with my wife. She loves putting beans in a chili. And I have to say, yes, dear, I love it. But
Mrs. Miller, I want to speak directly to the camera. Don't put beans in chili.
Okay, I'll be sleeping on the couch about a week. So we'll get
He's Kendall Miller, Garland Lakeview Centennial coach. Appreciate your time.
Greg, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.